Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to the Arabic Essentials course. Today, inshallah, I have lesson number 3 for you, and we will be talking about the definite article in Arabic. So in English, when we want to make a word definite, we use the. We say the house as opposed to a house, which is indefinite. Now in Arabic, we don't have words like a and the. Instead, we use what is known as the alif lam. So it is simply an alif and lam that is attached to the beginning of the word to make it definite. So we have the word baytun. Baytun means a house. Okay, this is indefinite. Baytun. When we want to make it definite and say the house, we add the alif lam to bayt. So it becomes al-baytu. Al-baytu, the house. Al-baytu, the house. One thing to keep in mind is that in the nakira form, by default, the nakira means the indefinite form. By default, we have what is known as a tanween. And the tanween is the noun sound. The tanween is the noun sound at the ending of the word. So we read this as baytun. Baytun. This un sound is what is known as the tanween, and it is represented by the double haraka. So we have two dhammas. This is the tanween. It can be in with two kasras. It can be an with two fathas, depending on the grammatical state of the word. So this double haraka that ends with the noon sound is known as the tanween. So in the nakira form, the words by default, they have the tanween. Baytun, masjidun, qalamun, kitabun. When we add the alif lam, the tanween is removed. So we have the single haraka. So it becomes al-baytu. The tanween and the alif lam can never come together. It's never going to be al-baytun. It is al-baytu. So this is the definite article or the alif lam in Arabic. Now let's make some sentences with words that have the alif lam. We can say, for example, al-qalamu. Al-qalamu maksurun. Al-qalamu maksurun. What does this mean? The pen. The pen. Al-qalam is maksur, broken. Broken. The pen is broken. Al-qalamu maksurun. Al-babu. Al-babu maftuhun. Al-babu maftuhun. The door is open. Maftuhun, open. Al-babu maftuhun. Al-waladu. Al-waladu jalisun. الولد جالس والمدرس واقف. الولد جالس والمدرس واقف. The boy, الولد, the boy, جالس is sitting, and the teacher, المدرس, is standing, waqifun. The final concept you have to learn in this chapter is al-huruf al-shamsiyya wal-qamariyya, which translate to the sun and moon letters. So this has to do with how to pronounce the alif lam. So the Arabic alphabet is divided into two categories. Half of the alphabet is al-shamsiyya and the other half is al-qamariyya. What do we mean by al-shamsiyya and al-qamariyya? It is very simple. Certain letters are pronounced as in ash-shams. So we have the alif lam and then the sheen, ash-shams. So as you might have noticed, I am not pronouncing the lam distinctly. The lam is assimilated into the first letter, and the first letter is given shadda. So this is pronounced as ash-shamsu. Ash-shamsu. The lam is assimilated into the first letter. Ash-shamsu. And all the letters which are shamsiyya, or words that start with letters which are in this category, are pronounced in a similar way. So for example, we have at-talib, at-talibu, an-nasu. So in all these words, the first letter is given shadda, the first letter after the alif lam, and the lam is silent. At-talib, ash-shams, an-nas. Okay, so these are al-huruf al-shamsiyya. What about huruf al-qamariyya? So these words are pronounced like al-qamar, where the lam is pronounced distinctly with a sukun. So we have al-qamaru, al-qamar, okay, al-masjid, al-masjidu, al-babu. So for these words, the lam is pronounced distinctly, as you can see. So huruf al-shamsiyya, where the lam is assimilated or is silent, and al-qamariyya, where the lam is pronounced clearly. And if you go to the textbook in chapter 3, you can find the whole list of letters which are al-shamsiyya and al-qamariyya. You don't have to memorize these letters because this is something you can pick up through practice. One explanation given for the categorization of ash-shamsiyya and qamariyya is that ash-shamsiyya letters come from a place that is close to the lam with regards to how they are pronounced. So it is easier to assimilate the lam. Ash-shams, at-talib, an-nas. And for al-qamariyya, it is a bit distinct, so it is easier to pronounce the lam with the sukun. So this is something you pick up through practice, but it is helpful to understand and go through the list of words which are ash-shamsiyya and al-qamariyya. If you feel memorizing them makes it easier for you to identify them, then by all means go ahead. The half of the Arabic alphabet, as we said, is ash-shamsiyya and the other half is al-qamariyya. So that's all for lesson 3. I hope you found this beneficial, and inshallah I will see you in the next lesson. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.